Yo guys, what's up? Let's do an overnight betting preview for tomorrow night's games. 10 games on the schedule. Lots of games, lots of action. Let's break down these games, take a look and see what we got. First game, Lakers at Memphis. Memphis an 8.5 point favorite. I had Memphis favored by 7.5. Big news out of this game, guys. LeBron, his leg looks damaged. Reports saying that he could be out for multiple weeks. That mic, when he first injured his leg, you can hear it on the broadcast that he said he heard something pop. The guy was tough though, man. He finished the game out. Big comeback win for the Lakers, but they paid the price. Things are not looking good now. I just looked at the remaining games of their schedule, guys. They have a lot of tough opponents, a lot of teams that have a lot to play for. I don't know, guys. I don't think they're gonna make it now. Now with LeBron out, they could get close, but they're gonna have to rely on some other teams collapsing. And we all know the Western Conference, guys, is very, very tight. Out of the teams in the West, who can I see falling out and the Lakers possibly taking their spot? The Pelicans for sure. Pelicans lost tonight at home to the Magic. I don't think they're going to make it. Minnesota, I think, is going to squeeze in there. Utah could also come out. They look like they're not really battling too hard. It's possible, guys. It's still possible that Portland and the Lakers could slip in there somehow. The rest of the teams, guys, I don't see falling out of any playoff. The Golden State, the Warriors, defending champs, no way. And Minnesota. The two spots up for grabs, from what I see, is Utah and New Orleans. Portland looks like they could possibly sneak in there. And maybe the Thunder, if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes back from his injury, they could also sneak in there also. It's still up for grabs, guys. I don't know, but the chances right now, I had it kind of as a lock that the Lakers would make it, but with LeBron out now, it's looking a lot tougher. They can still do it. They still got enough, guys. But they're going to need the teams ahead of them to get some losses. And tomorrow night's game, guys, very, very tough. I expect them to battle much harder. This 8.5 line is a little inflated, guys. Memphis should win the game. I don't see the Lakers with what they got winning tomorrow, but a backdoor cover could be in the works. We'll see. We'll check it out again tomorrow. Next game, Chicago at Toronto. Toronto's a 5-point favorite. I had Toronto favored by 5, right on the nose. The Bulls have been playing well, guys. Won a couple straight ever since their big losing streak, ever since they broke out of that big losing slump. Got a couple of good W's in with huge margins. They've been playing well. Toronto has also been on a pretty good streak as of late, but I don't know, guys. They haven't really been playing that convincing. In their last couple of games, they looked very, very shaky. Just a 4-point win in Detroit, and they got destroyed on the second night of back-to-back at Cleveland. They got nothing really to be too ashamed of. A lot of teams lose in Cleveland. In tomorrow's game, we see Fred VanVleet is listed as probable. He's going to be back. That should help him. But Chicago guys have been on the roll. They've been on fire. Line is accurate, but if I had to lean a certain way, I might take Chicago with the points in that game. They've been playing well enough. Next game, Milwaukee at Brooklyn. Milwaukee's favored by 5. I had Milwaukee favored by 6. This is a point lower than my estimate. Giannis looks like he is going to be playing tomorrow, probable. Even though now with Giannis nowadays, we do have to wait till the last minute. Sometimes we see that he's listed as probable, and they hold him out last minute. Just like sometimes you see him as a doubtful, and then later on in the day he manages to play. We always have to wait for this line. Milwaukee, obviously the favorite in this game. Milwaukee is on a big, big winning streak. 14 in a row. And guys, they actually, with the Celtics lost today in New York, moved up to first place in the East. With one, they have 17 losses on the season. Boston now has 18. So I'm sure they're going to want to capitalize on this. Maybe the reason why Giannis will be playing tomorrow. A tricky game. Brooklyn, we know, guys, is a very tough outfit. And their last game at the Atlanta, they were down big, made a huge comeback, almost won that game, only lost by 2. Anything can happen here. Milwaukee is the favorites, but this 5-point line is a little low in my opinion. I think this is going to get hammered tomorrow, but we'll check it out again. This is just an overnight line. Next game, Washington at Atlanta. Atlanta favored by 6. I had Atlanta favored by 5. This is a point higher than what I had estimated. The news in this game is Quinn Snyder, got hired. 5-year deal for Atlanta. They didn't waste any time replacing Nate McMillan over there. And from the sounds of it, players are very, very happy with this hiring. Quinn Snyder, guys, is a good coach. For those of you that don't know, he was the coach of the Utah Jazz for the previous seasons. Where the Utah was one of the best teams in the league. Didn't do much in the playoffs, but regular season was one of the best teams for the previous seasons. Washington, guys, starting to struggle. They've lost a couple straight. Also missing Kristaps Porzingis. I didn't really check his status for tomorrow. Doubtful is his status. Monte Morris questionable. Washington lost big in Chicago in their last game. Atlanta, 6-point line. I think a lot of people will be jumping on the Wizards in this game. Atlanta could be excited, guys. Could be very excited tomorrow with their new coach. This could be a big win for Atlanta. If I had to lean a certain way, probably go with Atlanta to cover this line. Next game, Denver at Houston. Denver, 10.5-point favorite. I had Denver favored by 11. Line is very accurate. Not much to say over here, guys. Houston would lose to a lot of G League teams, I think, right now. Denver, on the other hand, we know, in my opinion, the best team in the West. I don't know, guys. Even with KD coming in mid-season, they're not going to have too many games together. 20 games. Undoubtedly, they are going to be the favorite because of all the star power that they got. But Denver, man, an all-around great team with the best player in the world. Denver should win this game, guys. If they get lazy, Houston might get a backdoor cover, but I don't know. I don't really like betting on games with Houston. You guys know my feelings on them. Denver, clear-cut favorite. Not much to say in this game. Next game, Sacramento at Oklahoma City. Sacramento's a 2.5-point favorite. I had Sacramento favored by 3. These two teams played against each other just a couple nights ago. Same arena. Sacramento won that game easily. They were 4-point favorites in that game. Tomorrow, they are 2.5-point favorites. The reason being is De'Aaron Fox listed as questionable. There's chances that he might not play. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be out for Oklahoma City. If De'Aaron Fox doesn't play, this will change the dynamics of this game. It'll be best player for Sacramento out, best player for Oklahoma City out. Who has the better supporting players? I'd say Sacramento. The reason for this 2.5-point line. But Oklahoma City, guys, if they catch a good game, anything could happen there. I don't know. If De'Aaron Fox doesn't play, I might take a stab with the Thunder in this game to win it. Next game, Indiana at Dallas. Dallas 7.5-point favorite. I had Dallas favored by 8. Line is accurate there again. Like I just mentioned at the beginning of the video, Dallas blew a big 27-point lead to the Lakers. Very demoralizing. It's tough to give up that big of a lead, even though on the other side there is LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Still, guys, to give up a 27-point lead, that's going to bring a lot of mumbling in the locker room. But I think, guys, they're going to get serious, and they could take it out over here on the Pacers. 7.5-point line. I don't know, guys. It's a tough game. This could really, really go either way with this line. I do expect Dallas to win, though. I can't see the Pacers going in there and winning. But only because the Pacers guys are not that good of a road team. They did win their last game against Orlando, but that was Orlando. They could make this tough, but I just can't see Dallas losing. The spread, that's another story. Line is fairly accurate. So I'll probably skip on this game altogether. Next game, San Antonio at Utah. Utah's favored by 9. Had Utah favored by 8. These two teams also played again just a couple nights ago. Utah got down big early in that game by double digits, but made a big run in the second half. Covered the spread, but I think they ended up winning by 18. Big swing in that game. The only difference in this game tomorrow is Jordan Clarkson is not going to play. He's going to be joining Colin Sexton on the sidelines. The Spurs, I don't think you really need to mention who's in and out. I don't think it makes much of a difference. Don't know, guys. Tough. Your guess is as good as mine in this game. Next game, Minnesota at the Clippers. Clippers 6-point favorites. I had Clippers favored by 7. The books obviously not sold on the Clippers with their new players. Guys, this is natural. It does take time. They changed half the roster up. This can't get up and running within just a week or 10 days. This is completely logical, and I think a lot of stuff like that idiot Skip Bayless coming on and talking shit on Russell Westbrook, calling him Russell Westbrook. Bro, come on. He's been with the team just days, 2-3 days, and he's been playing well. The coach held him out in the fourth quarter in that game, but still, guys, that's Russell Westbrook. Give some respect to the man's name. I don't like that Skip Bayless guy, man. I'm with Barkley on the Charles Barkley likes to talk shit on that guy, and I don't know, man. I think I have to agree with Charles in that one. In this game, guys, Clippers 6-point favorites. Minnesota, I don't know, guys. Looks like if I were to take a side over here, I would expect the Clippers to win this game. Maybe the Timberwolves could get a backdoor cover. They have a lot of good pieces. Let's see. I didn't see what Gobert's status is for tomorrow. It says probable, so he's going to be playing. That's going to be big for them down in the middle, because the Clippers will be Zubac is also listed as questionable. They're going to need him back in the lineup to battle it out with Gobert. Else Gobert's going to have a field day in the paint. Mason Plumlee, he's a decent player, but I don't think he can handle stuff in there. This is going to be a tough game, guys. Tough game. I could see if I had to go any way in this game, I'd pick the Clippers to win the game on the money line. It might be a good addition on a parlay, but Minnesota covering the spread to +6. That's how I see this thing playing out tomorrow. Last game of the night, Portland at Golden State. Golden State 4-point favorite. I had Golden State favored by 4.5. Golden State guys needed a big shooting night from Klay Thompson in their last game to get the W against the Timberwolves. Game looked lost, but a flurry of threes at the end gave the Warriors a much needed W, because just by looking at the standings, guys, the Warriors are kind of in trouble. They are 31-30. Just one game, just one loss less than the 11th place Trailblazers. They're going to need W's, guys. This is going to be a big game tomorrow. And I did look at the injury report. It looks like Golden State is going to be getting Draymond Green back for sure. I heard that he was going to get an MRI on his leg. He was held out in the previous game against Minnesota. The probable looks like he overcame that problem. And Andrew Wiggins, questionable. 2 starters for them. Very important players. It's still going to be a very tough game, guys. Now, Portland, I'm sure most of you saw that 71-point performance by Damian Lillard. The guy just went absolutely nuts. I expect that to carry on in tomorrow night's game. The style of play also will suit Lillard. For all you props guys out there, I don't know what the number's going to be on Lillard. I'm sure it's going to be over 34, 35 points. I'd still go on the over. I think he's gonna double up on these big performances. Blazers guys could be dangerous in this game with Wiggins coming back and with Draymond Green coming back and Wiggins being questionable, most likely being back. This number is kind of low. Portland could do some damage in that game. I would probably lean with Portland and the points in that game. And anyways, guys, those are the 10 games for tomorrow. Obviously, still early. I don't expect probably any of these lines to look like this again tomorrow, but it's good. Like I always say, it's good to get an early look, see how the bookies estimate these games. Very interesting matchups. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. More on tomorrow's video with picks and more analysis to come. Have a good rest, guys, and I'll see you later.